In this video, I am going to be reviewing the On CloudMonster 2 because you lot said I should. Hello everybody and welcome to FORDY Runs. My name is Chris Ford and I'm a running coach who loves to review running shoes here on YouTube, and today we've got a shoe that's been out a while that you guys recommended I try. Now I put some polls up on Instagram on the community tab and I was asking you about On running shoes, and the one shoe that you guys kept saying it was a good shoe, I should try it for you, is this, the CloudMonster 2. So here it is, and in this video we're going to be talking about things I like, things I don't like, and whether the On CloudMonster 2 is actually a good running shoe. Okay people, so On running shoes, like I said in the other video I did, are very popular. They've got loads of money and they're spending all of that on marketing. And the post-pandemic running generation, you TikTokers, you guys who go to London and join those run clubs, are all in On running shoes. On have done a fantastic job of pitching these shoes correctly at the right audience. Yes, they are a fashion shoe, but they've become fashionable because On have been very clever in their marketing. And you've got to take your hat off to that. Good job, On. Now there is that generation that has come out from the pandemic, that got into running through the pandemic, that's continued to run afterwards. And you see them at the races and events, and they are in those On running shoes. Now these shoes aren't cheap. This CloudMonster 2, for example, is £170 for a daily trainer. It's probably one of the most expensive daily trainers you can buy. But it is very popular, and the feedback I got from you was very positive. So that's why I wanted to give it a try. Okay, so before we get into the stats and features, let's do the disclaimer. Right, so with that out of the way, let's talk about what's going on here. So this is the CloudMonster 2. It's £170. It's an easy mile shoe that you can drop a little bit of pace into. It's very popular amongst you guys, like I said, who are looking for that, you know, non-plated daily trainer with a little bit of stack. You've got the dual density Helion midsole. We've got 35mm of stack in the heel and 29 in the front, so that's a 6mm drop. We've got a nylon blend speed board, and apparently, and I don't know this, but it has increased weight versus the first version. Now talking of weight, let's stick it on the scales. 304 grams in my UK 9.5, which fits true to size. Now if you've never seen an On running shoe before, you've got the Cloud Tech, you've got these pods here are running along the shoe. Now they have changed the design slightly on some of the newer shoes, but they've maintained the traditional Cloud Tech design on this. Now like I said, this is that easy miler that you can drop a little bit of pace into. That sort of recovery shoe that you could probably then go out and do 6 miles and drop a little bit of target pace in. It is a daily trainer, but it is a built up daily trainer and a very expensive daily trainer. You do have this nylon speed board running through the shoe, which I think you need because I think it would be incredibly unstable if you didn't. In terms of the ride, it's a bit of a strange experience when you start out on it, but it does work well. The foams work well, you know, this dual setup works well with the nylon plate, and I get what you guys are saying. You can cruise about in it and do a lot of stuff in the shoe. The outsole on the shoe is not brilliant, and I've had that before on other On running shoes that I've owned. I wouldn't say it's a fun shoe, but it is an easy shoe to get on with. Okay, so let's do the likes. I might have already spoken about some of them, but let's do the likes and the dislikes. So the likes, I like the upper, I like the laces. I like the idea that I'm now cool because I'm in On running shoes, and I like the fact that I can now do TikTok videos. And I also like the fact that I can now dress in black and turn up to any run club in London and I'm going to fit right in. Now I'm joking, but I genuinely do like the fact that this is fashionable. I like to have, you know, all different shoes on this channel, and I like the fact that this thing is taking off, and I like the fact that On are getting popular. I think that's a good thing. Okay, so let's move on to the dislikes. So one big dislike with On running shoes, and this is unfair to this shoe because it's not doing it yet, but I've had this in other On running shoes that I've had, and I've seen it in the comments on those posts that I made. This at some point will begin to squeak. Now I don't know why that is, and I don't know whether On were aware of it, but their shoes seem to squeak after a while, and it's a real shame because the shoes up to that point are really good. But anyway, that is going to come, and you've got to be aware of that, and it's weird that that happens. Anyway, in terms of other dislikes, the price, £170, is a lot of money. Now I appreciate this is being pitched as a premium shoe. It is a fashion shoe. I get all that, you know, you can look good in a pair of jeans or whatever they say with it. I get all that. But £170 is very hard to justify when you can get some very good running shoes for a lot cheaper. So that's the main dislike. But look, to sum it up, I've been pleasantly surprised by the CloudMonster 2. You guys are usually never wrong. And the CloudMonster 2 has been a good shoe. I've enjoyed it, you know, I have to say, and I'm really pleased the fact that, you know, I'm now cool and all that sort of stuff. And it has surprised me, so thank you for recommending it. I am dreading the moment that it becomes squeaky, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't. But yeah, I think the CloudMonster 2, you know, it's actually a good shoe, you know. I can't recommend it because £170 is a lot of money, but if you don't mind spending that and you want to be fashionable and all that kind of stuff, then knock yourself out. You know, there's nothing here that I have found to like really dislike. So there we go, people. A positive on running review at FORDY Runs. So I would say let me know in the comments, but you already have told me what you think of the CloudMonster 2. Now I know some of you will disagree with this and you will say it's a fashion shoe and all that kind of stuff. And I get that. I get the fact that it's £170. I can't sit here and recommend it to you. Honestly, I can't, because there are so many good shoes that you can get a lot cheaper. But if you've got that money and you want to be like, I don't know, fashionable and down with the kids and you like on running shoes, then great, you know, there's nothing wrong there. You know, yes, it will squeak at some point. Hopefully this one doesn't. But, you know, I can't sit here and justify £170 to you, but I appreciate why people buy them and I understand why you guys like the CloudMonster 2. So there we go. Honest as always. Okay guys, don't forget to subscribe before you leave me today and I shall catch you all later.